This is the 14.1 guided practice. I'm going to be doing the odds, and today's subjects are interior angles and exterior angles. All right, so inside a polygon, the interior angle sum. So that's what we're looking for, the interior angle sum, and that's just the sum of all the angles on the inside added together. So we can find this using this equation right here. So it'd be the number of angles minus 2 or then times 180 is equal to the sum of all the interior angles. So, for example, the first one, I see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 angles. So that counts for n, or my number of angles. So it'd be 8 minus 2 times 180. So I would just go to my calculator. I can do 8 minus 2 in my head, so it'd be 6 times 180. And that's going to give me 1080 degrees, so 1080 degrees. For number 3, there's 4. So 4 is my n. So 4 minus 2 times 180 would just then be 2 times 180, which would then be 360. In an octagon, so if you don't know, you can look up what an octagon is, but an octagon has 8 sides. So I'm going to do 8 minus 2 times 180. And that's going to be very similar to number 1. And if we want, we can check our answers. And it looks like I am wrong on this one, because the first one's 1080. 3 is 360. Oh, number 5 would be 1080. So it's the same thing. This is an octagon. And if we just did a regular octagon, it'd be 8 minus 2 times 180, which would give us 1080. All right, now if we're talking about a single interior angle, so we just want to know what one of these inside angles are. Our equation is the same, n minus 2, so the number of angles minus 2 times 180, and then you divide it by how many angles there are. So I'm going to go to the vertex to each point. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 angles, right? So I'm going to do 11 minus 2 times 180, and then I'm going to divide it again by the number of angles, which is 11. So in my calculator, I'm just going to do this. So 11 times 2 is 9. 9 times 180 is 1620. And I'm going to divide that by 11, and I get the number with a decimal. So it's going to be 147, and then we got to round to the 10th, so it'll be 0.3. All right, for 9, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the number of angles, our n, is going to be 10. Minus 2 times 180, and then divide that by 10. So 10 minus 2 is 8. I'm going to do 8 times 180 is 1440. I'm going to divide that by 10, and I get 144. So what that means is one single angle on here, like this angle right here, is 144 degrees. This one is also 144. A heptagon. So for a heptagon, you might need to look that up. I don't even remember what a heptagon is. A heptagon has 7 sides and angles. So it's got 7 sides. I'm sorry, not 7 sides, 7 angles. So I'm just going to put 7 minus 2 times 180 over 2. Sorry, not over 2. Over the number of angles, which is 7. So then I would do 5 times 180, and then divide that by 7. And I would get 128.6. So let's check our answers here. 147.3, 144, and 128.6. And we're good to go. All right, now this one's saying find one exterior angle. So now we're on the outside. So exterior angles, they add up to 360. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 exterior angles. So if we look at our notes, we will see that the equation is 360 divided by the number of angles, which was 7. And when I do 360 divided by 7, I get 51.4. So for here, if you wanted to have an actual equation, it's 360 divided by the number of exterior angles. All right, so for 15, I see there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 exterior angles, right? So I would take 360 over n, the number of angles. That'd be 4. 360 divided by 4 is going to be 90 degrees. And then I have 17 again. So if there's 17 again, that means 17 angles, right? So I'm going to do 360 over 17. Would be 21.2 degrees. Let's check our answers. So we'd have 51.4, 90, and 21.2. So for this section, just remember, if it's an exterior angle, they add up to 360. So all you need to do is count how many angles there are, and then take 360 and divide it by that number of angles. Find the exterior sum for each polygon. Round your answer to the nearest tenth if necessary. So we have the exterior angle sum, and it should just be 360. I don't know if this is supposed to be a trick question, but it's 360 degrees no matter what, because all of these added up are going to equal 360. So no matter what you say, the exterior angle sum is always 360. All right, so find the missing variables. So I see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 angles in here, right? So if I want to find out what the sum of all of these equal, I'll just put in my very first equation. And what that is number of angles minus 2 times 180. So 2 times 180 is equal to 360. So all of these added up is equal to 360. So let's just do that. I'd have 2x plus 10, so the first one on the top left, plus 2x plus 2x plus 2x plus 20. So adding up all of these angles equals 360 degrees on the inside. Combine like terms. So everything with an x I'm going to add up. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8 with 8x, and then plus 30. It's equal to 360. And then I'll minus the 30, so 8x is equal to 330. And then on my calculator, I'll do 330 divided by 8. It's 41.25, so 41.3. Let's check our answer quick. And 21, it looks like I'm doing something wrong here. So let's take another look here. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, it's because for some reason I did plus 10 instead of plus 20. So this right here, this angle I messed up on. So it's 2x plus 20 right there. So then that'd be 40. So then I would minus 40 across from 360, and I'd get 320. So then I do 320 divided by 40. No, I'm sorry, 320 divided by 8. Now we get 40. So not 40 degrees, sorry, that's my mistake. It's just 40. X is equal to 40. And then if you wanted to, you could plug it in for specific variables or specific angles. So X is equal to 40 on that one. And then on this one, again, same thing. We know that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 angles. So I'm going to work up here, but 5 minus 2 times 180. That'd be 3 times 180, which would be 540, I believe. So the sum of all of these has to equal 540 degrees. So let's just add them together. So 5x, so I'm just going to do this right here. So 5x plus 4x is 9x, plus 4x is 13x, plus 4x is 17x, plus 4x is 21x. So 21x, and then we have 5, and then minus 10, so that'll be negative 5. Plus 15 would be 10, plus 15 would be 30, minus 10 would be 20. So 21x plus 20 is equal to 540. Let's see if I did that in my head right. And then minus the 20 over would be equal to 520. So 21x is equal to 520. And then take 520 and divide it by 21. 24.7, which I think is wrong. And it is wrong. So it's probably something with my adding. So I'll just do this on the calculator and make it simple. So I'm just going to add the x's up. So 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 21x. And then I have 5 minus 10 plus 15 plus 15, and then minus 10. It's not going to be 20, it's going to be 15. So I screwed up here. So 21x plus 15 equals 540. So I'll do 540 minus 15. Should be 525. So 21x is equal to 525. And I divide that by 21, and I get 25. So x is equal to 25. So as you can see, for 21 and 23, I screwed up when I was adding the like terms here. So just double check your work if you think you got it wrong. Just in general, double check your work, because you can just plug this in here, and these angles will be the same. All right. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a good night.